Rule, let's kick this off. When did you get so fascinated with the subject of women and why?
I grew up in a very conservative home, and very conservative slash religious. You're not actually allowed to date while you're still at school, and that puts a young guy in a predicament when he leaves school. And then I went to high school. It was a technical high, boys' high school, so there was no girls in. I mean, the girls that there were anyway. So I won't go into that, but when I left school at the age of 18, I said I need a crash course. I need to learn as quickly as possible, how girls think, and I just started dating one girl after the other, and then I just started discovering a whole lot of stuff about which I started documenting. I started writing things down, and my original affinity was, show me a face. If I see a face, I can tell everything about that person's personality and whether it will, agree with me or agree with a friend of mine or not. And then, of course, that drove me years later to actually write a book about it. So that's my short answer for you for now.
That's your diplomatic answer. Now, Nelda and Fiona, I'm going to just add a little bit into that because I should tell you that I was absolutely petrified as a young man to go and approach a woman if I liked a young woman. I would rather go and, swim an ocean than actually walk up to a woman and say hello. I was that bangbroek, if I can put it that way. So let's get it from you, Nelda. How did you feel as you grew up about this whole thing of having a relationship or close friendship with a male?
I grew up pretty close to my dad. I'm the only child, and when my dad was working on his car, I was there handling the spanners, giving him this, giving him that. My father's Portuguese as well, so if he was in the vegetable garden, I was in the vegetable garden with him. I was mowing the lawn, so I grew up as a bit of a tomboy, and so for me it was very easy to make friends with boys. Having a relationship for me also came very late. I was almost a matric when I first had my sort of serious case. And that was difficult to go from friendship to sort of into a relationship and, getting all excited for that first kiss, because I was one of the girls that was listening while the boys were talking about kissing other girls, and I was like their best friend. So for me, it wasn't just straightforward. I didn't have the butterflies, that normal 16-year-old girls would get. So for me, I grew up as a bit of a tomboy, and I had lots of young male friends, and we used to cycle together, and with my cousins, when we go to the farm, we would go to the river and take the pintwetweers, and we would do some shooting. I'm a very good shot. So, what can I say? Hope I answer your question.
Absolutely. Now, Fiona, our
Yes.
resident author, she's been spilling the beans about her life on Loving Life now for months, and you've had a fantastic, an amazing life, if I can put it that way. Tell us about your growing up and how you felt about this whole thing.
Well, like Raoul, I came from a family, all girls, a remote cattle ranch in the foothills of the Drakensberg Mountains, 20 miles away on the worst roads imaginable from the nearest trading store. Had no interaction with boys, went to a girls' boarding school. And straight from there, I went to run with the wolves in Switzerland.
Yes.
I was just let loose. And I've described that episode of my life. But I had no idea what boys wanted from us. And I wondered what this showing? Were they showing off for each other or for us? I didn't realize they were making a spectacle of themselves to impress girls. I thought they were just stupid. But then, like Melinda, I also was a tomboy. I was the son that my father never had. He had 4 daughters. He didn't want 4 daughters. He wanted 4 sons. So I became a complete tomboy. So I didn't know how to act like a girl. So again, also I've had my first, writing to letters to each other and the odd bit of kissing when I was in matric as well. So I can identify with both of you.
Right.